What's up, beautiful souls? Your boy Loon is back with another subreddit video, and today we are diving in r/confidentlyincorrect. Currently, I am in a trip to Orlando while this one releases, but this is pre-recorded just so you guys have some content while I am gone on my trip. But with that being said, I wanted to update you guys real quick. If you guys didn't know, I have been doing live streams lately, so you guys got to check that out. And the next upcoming live stream should be this coming Tuesday from when this video releases. It's going to be anywhere from like 3 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so I don't know for sure yet, but there will be a set schedule in the future once I actually have more concrete plans on live streaming. But yeah, we're going to be getting into gaming streams and some other stuff too, so stay tuned for that. It's going to be really fun. I'm super excited for that. Also, for the Patreon folks, there's not going to be an exclusive episode today because I'm going to be doing a long exclusive 40 to 60 minute episode for all the Patreon members of whatever the Patreon members decide in the chat. So if you guys are a Patreon member, just look at the chat and then you guys give me back your feedback on what type of video you guys want, and it will be releasing the Sunday coming from this the day that this episode releases. Anyways, yeah, let's get into today's video. r/confidently incorrect. Let's see what goofiness and ignorance we can find today. Apparently books aren't media. Okay, we have a WhatsApp message and someone OP replies to, what does that make the authors you like? Trash at best? I'd take offense, but I already know that you have no taste in media. And then the guy goes, books are not media, so get wrecked. Brother, what? Books are a form of media, no? They send in, yeah, like an actual definition of that. And then the guy responds, media is the main means of mass communication regarded collectively. Books are not a means of mass communication. Dude, I don't know if you knew this, but before social media, how do you think people like learned anything? Books, magazines, things like that, right? Literally one of the top searches are books a form of media. It's not mass media. Books has never been mass media, but it is a form of media. So I think his claim is trying to say mass media, but the definition of media itself, book is. So interesting thing to be arguing about. And then OP goes, so apparently you don't know English either. And then the guy goes, I'll have you know my English vocabulary is in the 97th percentile. In what study? Where did you conduct this? And you don't know English because you definitely looked up, wait, hold up. And you don't know English because you looked up the def for medium and not media. What? The definition shifts in the plural. So your English is now trash at best. You're welcome. And then OP goes, I'm not going to argue about the English language with you since you clearly have no idea what you're talking about. Instead, let me just say lol, LMAO. Ah, silly. All right, what do we got here? We got a video. Woman thinks she helped save a Dunkin' Donuts. And the video or the TikTok at hand says, when you go to eat coffee and instead have to put out a fire out. Everyone was okay. Yes, I got my coffee, lol. Well, I'm going to keep the sound off. Actually, I kind of want to hear a little bit of it. Apparently, there's a very non-serious iron junction right now. Nobody seems to what? Care? There's a little fire on the toaster area. Okay. Like, one of you guys needs to do something. That's crazy. And the girl's like literally going to do it. That is a crazy tactic for her to use a broomstick. Do you guys have a fire extinguisher? Do you know where it is? There's got to be a fire extinguisher here somehow. I'm just going to read it out for you guys instead of, do you guys have a manager you can call? Okay. All right. Yeah, there you go. Fire extinguisher right there. Here, you want me to help you? Hold on. Just put this here. You're going to pull. Yeah. What is she? Okay. Yeah. And then she whoa. Holy crap. Thank you. You're so welcome. You're going to have to you're going to have to call the fire department. Good job. You're welcome. Oh my God. Holy shit, I just saved the war with content and lost a nail, but I'm good. What in the world? You just that is crazy. Hey, so I managed a Dunkin' Donuts for 4 years, and this shit happens all the time. The toasters they gave us were ass. If a croissant was barely too tall for the conveyor, it would catch on there and burst into flames. It would go out pretty quick, especially if you just blew on it. That's why nobody seemed to care. Just another day in Dunkin'. Edit to add, because multiple people pointed out, yes, that toaster is pretty high up. This is a poor setup for a Dunkin'. There is not a consistent kitchen layout across the board. I've worked in several locations and no two are exactly alike. That seems like an actual Dunkin' problem. Like they need to get together. I can say, however, that none of the toasters are that high up. Oh, the places that she worked at, and all of them did have their toasters under the hood, which, as another commenter pointed out, are designed to help prevent and put out these kinds of fires. As a manager on duty, one of these kids probably is the shift lead. You can probably imagine the type of application that Dunkin's gets. Check out the Dunkin Reddit. Okay, so interesting. I'm curious, in a situation like that, like I normally would just blow it out. If anything, I would put water on it, but I could be dumb and I don't actually know what to do. Wait, hold up. I'm one of the guys who repairs all the equipment. Those toasters are super durable unless you yank the chain belt or smash the heating elements. Using the extinguisher on this probably shut the store down for the rest of that day. Ah, that's where the person was at the wrong there. Literally just pull the product out with the tongs, throw it in the sink, and keep on with your day. The cost of me cleaning and sanitizing this and everything effing remotely adjacent is about 10 times the cost of that toaster, not including all of the product and profit. Don't be a hero. If it was a real problem, the ANSOUL system would have gone off. Interesting. Yeah. I didn't know the exact protocol, but I'm assuming that this isn't it because look at the aftermath, guys. It looked like a damn Undertaker walk up in the WWE. You hear the dong bells, the little bells. You know it's over. All right. This is interesting. Birding groups are notorious for people being confidently incorrect. Found its injured bird, wanted to help it, but our local rescue says that it's an invasive species. European starling. Any advice? Are you sure this is a starling? It is for sure a juvenile starling. Our starlings here in Oregon, USA are very different from these. No, they are not. They are all the same. However, juvenile and adults look very different. I beg to disagree with you. Please check what ours look like here. You know what's funny to me about this? Like, I have no clue anything about birds, so I don't know who's in the wrong, but I just love how they're getting so heated about birds. European starling. This is absolutely a juvenile European starling. Sends a picture of it. Stocky, blah, 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 blah. Yes, and different from the USA starling. There is no such thing as a USA starling. They were brought here from Europe. That's why they're an invasive species here. This is a juvenile. Okay, that kind of actually makes sense. This is a juvenile European starling that is from the US. They are gray until they get that stars. Their stars at about 2 to 3 months old. Vega is just now in his getting his black and white feathers. This is a European. Dude, they are really going in on this debate. So everybody who's into birds, let me know in the chat who's in the right or wrong. This is a juvenile European starling that is from the US. They are gray until they get the stars, about 2 to 3 months old. Vega's just now black and white. Oh, incentive. Sorry, I just repeated myself. But wow, they're going in on this. I don't know what to tell you, but a European starling is a European starling, no matter what you are or where you are. They try to look at the bird of the world, a Cornell site. Very easy to manage and incredibly educational. Okay, so they're actually sending some like informative stuff. The breeding adult in this picture is our starlings. What our starlings look like in the USA. Correct, but this is a fledgling starling from this year. What? OP posted a picture of a juvenile European starling, and this person. Whoa! I'm sorry for that noise. For some reason, my chat is still like a thing on my OBS. Sorry. That happens from time to time. OP posted a picture of a juvenile European starling, and the person could not comprehend that and kept saying their starlings were very different and referring to a USA starling, which doesn't even exist. Yeah, that's like a Spanish horse that lives in the Outer Banks. It's still a Spanish horse. Looks like a bird. That's kind of how I felt. I'm so clueless with some of this stuff. This coming from a journalist. All right, so this guy tweets, this is the capital of the largest country in Europe. So Russia? Let me repeat. This is the capital of the largest country in Europe, and we let this happen. This is happening in Russia? Wait, someone commented and said Russia is the largest country in the Europe, TBF, and the largest country in Asia, even if you just include the Asian bit. Is that true? I thought China was for Asia, but I don't know, maybe. And then he goes, Russia is fortunately not in Europe. Are you a dummy? What do you mean he's not in Europe? They're not in Europe. I said he. What? Maybe I'm misremembering. Grade school geography was a long time ago, but doesn't Russia straddle Europe and Asia? Yeah. It's definitely European. Like Russia is 40% of Europe's land area and 30% of Asia's. It is enormous. Oh, okay, so it is really massive on both ends. Wow, that's crazy. Peter is great and Rolling is great. Yeah, that's a great debate right there. Huh. What? Hold up, quick maths. How a mo effer feels after saying a quarter till 8 instead of saying 7:75. Who says 7:75? This got to be satire, right? I know a quarter is 1/4 of an hour, but a quarter till 8 should be 7:35. A quarter equals 25. Brother, you're not mathing either. Okay, this one was probably satire. This guy is probably legit. Like, what? Oh, okay, his logic is he's thinking quarter means 25, like the quarter, like an actual quarter. So he's retracted 25. That's so dumb. For those of you guys that don't know, a quarter of an hour, so you divide 60 minutes up into 4 parts, it's 15 minutes. So that's what you should be counting. This is a joke building on an original joke. They're saying there's 60 minutes in an hour, so you should have subtracted 20. Okay, so that's what I thought. Okay, so just trolling at its finest. All right, this one says, I gotta apologize to vegan carnivore influencers. Wait, hold up. I gotta apologize to vegans. Carnivore influencers are telling their followers 250 plus cholesterol is good for them. What? A desired cholesterol is below 200. Yeah, and this is from John Hopkins. Below 200, borderline high is 200 to 240. And 240 plus, which is 250 plus, is like really bad. So someone said, doctors don't know about cholesterol. Yeah, doctors don't know anything. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are doctors out there that are totally profiting, like profit maxing instead of actually like giving you formative information. But the majority of doctors are professionals that, and I would say you could trust about cholesterol at the bare minimum. Come on. Doctors don't know about cholesterol, or they give us facts just to get the kickbacks of the prescriptions. 50 years ago, a cholesterol level of 250 to 300 was normal. Now, if you are over 150, they want you to on a statin. Don't believe the lies. Do yourself a favor and read The Great Cholesterol Myth. Fantastic book that exposes the lies. The Great Cholesterol Myth. This is an actual book. Is it true or not true? It looks like the author was pushing certain supplements. I can save you $25 if you do the following. Maintain proper weight, walk an hour a day, eat a balanced diet with no more calories than you need, reduce stress, see your doctor regularly, and do what they say, get lipids, and yeah, I mean, that's pretty easy. And like, why are you fighting the fact that cholesterol is just bad for you overall? You theoretically would want to lower your cholesterol no matter what, right? So, and if anyone who is selling a book that pushes supplementations, isn't that the same thing that this guy is claiming that doctors do? So it's pretty silly. People will want to just believe in whatever, though. I've realized reading the comments that must be an American, and you must use a different measuring system. In the system I'm used to, a cholesterol level over 6 is considered high, and I did quite the double take when I read this. Huh. Also, there's different forms of cholesterol, too, by the way, guys. I had to learn a lot of that when I was in personal training school. On whether Connecticut and donut rhyme. Connecticut and donut? What? Am I slow? Where's the rhyme? ... Really? IRA's emoji. Yeah, this doesn't rhyme. Lol, you guys really suck at this. Nut and cut rhyme. Connecticut. Oh, they're dumb. Rhyming depends on sound, not spelling. And it sounds like cut to me at the end of the word Connecticut. It's Connecticut. This guy's an idiot. I can't believe I'm getting these comments solely on pronunciation riffs. It varies if there are accents, probably, but I don't really have one. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are artists that can like really like make it happen, like Connecticut, you know, as like a way of saying like something, especially like rappers. But the actual word Connecticut does not rhyme with donut. The I don't really have one regarding accents is the bigger incorrect, in my opinion. That's crazy. Oh, man. All right, let's do one more. I guess stop motion animation isn't animation. Stop motion animation. The nudity of the animation is incredible. Or the nudity? Stop motion. Wait, stop motion is animation. Oh, I see where the argument. Still animation. It's still animation law. They should be the next robot chicken. Stop motion is not animation. Animating is something you make okay on a computer. Stop motion are pictures put together. They are two different things. It's still a form of animation, buddy. They are similar, but they are two different things. Animation is edited and drawn on a compute and in frames, while stop motions are pictures put into frames to make a video. So stop arguing. Is that true? I don't actually know anymore now. Animation is not stop motion. Stop motion is animation. Stop motion is a type of animation. Most confidently incorrect person ever. They're related, but not the same. Huh. I actually cannot argue this one because I don't know. Let's see. It's stop motion animation by dragonframe.com. Or let's go into Wikipedia. Stop motion is an animated filmmaking. Well, that doesn't make it any easier. I'm assuming that means it's animated, right? Stop motion animation is animation that is captured. So it is a form of animation, right? Am I stupid? I don't know. That's such a... I'm not going to die on this hill. Let's read the chat. Damn, almost like a bunch of pictures in quick successions are an animation, including flip books. I don't know, guys. I guess it's like two different things. TIL classic Disney movies are not animations. What I love about this is that stop motion is a dangling descriptor. Grammatically, it's an adjectival term being used as a shorthand or placeholder for the entire noun phrase. And the implication, okay, that's interesting. Animation is only when you instruct AI to make a video of a three-way between... Yeah, I'm not reading that. Anyways, yeah, confidently incorrect. There you go, guys. I hope you guys had a great one, though. And yeah, if you're a Patreon member, don't worry. Sunday, we're going to have a long video. If you guys want to vote for what video you guys want, you guys message in the Patreon message. And if you guys are interested in joining, it's only $5 a month as of the remainder of this month. So if you can lock that price in before it does go back up. And then also live streaming is coming soon. So you guys stay tuned for that. And yeah, love you guys so much. Hope you guys have a wonderful day or night. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.